Hi there, and welcome to our top 15 pull shots in recent times. Get ready to be amazed as we dive right in. At number 15, we have one of Pakistan's greatest batsmen of all time in Yunus Khan. A gritty yet elegant batter on the pitch and a thorough gentleman off it, he was the kind of senior player you'd want every youngster to look up to. While on his way to a sublime double hundred against England in 2016, Yunus pulled broad for a spectacular four to reach the 150 mark. Swiveling on the back foot and getting on top of the bounce, this was the shot of a man in great form. It's surprising to think he had been struggling for runs before this performance. Next up, we have one of South Africa's most destructive batters in Quinton de Kock. Although small in stature, the explosive wicketkeeper packs quite the punch, and he isn't afraid to show it. Here we have him hooking Shaheen Shah Afridi for 6 over deep fine leg. A quick short pitch delivery angling in around off stump, de Kock was onto it in a flash. All he did was turn around and help the ball on its way, and that's exactly what makes this shot so brilliant. Mohammed Mithun doesn't have the most stellar record in international cricket, but his stats don't really do him justice. A talented and stylish batter, the Bangladeshi wicketkeeper possesses the skills to take his game to the next level. If you're not so sure about his batting abilities, just look at this pull shot he played during the 2019 World Cup. Facing Lockie Ferguson from over the wicket, Mithun latched onto a short ball and absolutely smashed it for 4 over square leg. My goodness, was that a handsome-looking shot or what? Next up, we have England's current Test skipper Ben Stokes. The fiery Englishman doesn't normally discriminate when it comes to battering the opposition, but he just loves playing against Australia. During the second Test of the ongoing Ashes series in England, Stokes scored a memorable 155 runs in an unsuccessful attempt to win the match for his side. Batting on 94, Stokes cleared his front leg and absolutely walloped Cameron Green over the leg side for 6. Just brute strength and sheer resilience, and given the context of the game, a truly remarkable shot. During the very same series, a returning Mark Wood made an instant impact in the third Test when he took 5 wickets in the first innings. Then he came on to bat and proceeded to launch Mitchell Starc for a 6 on the very first ball. It wasn't the most elegant pull shot by any means, but it was mighty effective. Front leg out of the way and a bottom-handed slap over square to send the ball sailing over the rope. Wood then proceeded to smash another 4 and a 6 off the next 2 balls as well. Not a bad way to announce your return. Next up, we have a moment Stuart Broad probably doesn't like remembering. During a Test match against India, he found himself on the receiving end when he conceded 35 runs off just the 1 over, and that too against Jasprit Bumrah. Bumrah's last boundary of the over was the finest of all, a Gordon Greenwich-style pull shot to send the ball flying over the boundary ropes for 6. A flamboyant pull shot to pay homage to one of the best to ever play the game, and also to set the record for the most expensive over in Test history. At number 9, we have none other than A.B. de Villiers. Now, de Villiers was not only the most versatile batsman of the modern era, he was also one of the most aesthetically pleasing ones to watch. On his way to the fastest ODI 100 of all time against the West Indies, de Villiers stepped outside his off stump and belted Andre Russell over the leg side boundary for a handsome 6. This man could send the ball wherever he wanted, whenever he wanted. A phenomenal pull shot from a phenomenal player. Here we have Joe Root bringing out the most stunning pull you'll ever see. A glorious player known for his amazing technique, Root can play some pretty marvelous shots. During the 2019 World Cup, he fetched a short ball from outside the off stump and pumped it through the leg side for 4. The most amazing part is that he picked up the length so early he actually ended up playing the shot in front of square. Full extension of the arms, a glorious swivel on the back foot, and a boundary worth watching over and over. over. The Australian pitches are a fast bowler's dream. But when you're bowling to someone who likes pace as much as Aaron Finch, you might be in for some trouble. Here we have Aaron Finch pulling Shaheen Afridi on the front foot for 6 runs. A short ball on the body, all Finch did was swing his massive torso to send the ball sailing into the stands. He didn't even try getting on top of the bounce, just picked it up and deposited it into the stands. Up next, we have the modern-day king of cricket in Virat Kohli. Now, Kohli plays some of the most stunning shots in cricket. From his trademark cover drive to his wristy flicks over the leg side, he makes boundary hitting look sexy. Here we have him using his bottom hand to pull a very short ball from Nathan Coulter-Nile way in front of square. And if that wasn't enough, he played that shot on the front foot as well. That's one way to unsettle a fast bowler. At number 5, we have English wicketkeeper Jonny Bairstow. The man looks like a harmless teddy bear, but he's an absolute brute with a bat. And he can play some stunning shots too. During a test match against New Zealand, Matt Henry came running in from over the wicket to deliver a short ball around leg stump. And Bairstow absolutely swung for the fences, sending the ball behind square for a massive 6. Look at the rotation of his hips there. He could have played this ball over the keeper's head if he wanted to. One of the most glorious batsmen of all time and an Australian legend through and through, Matthew Hayden was everything you'd want in an opener. Class, timing and brute strength. This man was as intimidating as they come. Here we have him pulling Lakshmipathy Balaji for 4 in the most stunning fashion. Playing the ball close to his body, all Hayden did was swivel on his back foot and place it in the gap for 4. No extension of the arms, no show of strength, just pure timing and placement. A skill that made Hayden such a dangerous player. At number 3, we have one of England's greatest batsmen of all time in Kevin Pietersen. His batting ability, coupled with his never-back-down attitude, made him a joy to watch. During the 2005 Ashes, Pietersen was on his way to a magnificent 155 when he did this to Brett Lee. A magnificent pull shot against an absolute rocket of a delivery, straight into the stands. It's worth mentioning that Pietersen has just received a painful blow from Lee a few minutes before. Now that's how you respond against one of the very best in the world. Rohit Sharma is a force to be reckoned with when he's in form. A formidable opener, he possesses extraordinary hitting power and he routinely exhibits that against the new ball. And while he struggles against left-arm pacers, here we have him putting his worst fears behind him by smashing Mitchell Starc for a magnificent 6. The front foot pull has become a regular feature of his batting displays and boy is it glorious to watch. No one plays this shot quite like the Indian hitman. And as always, we've saved the best for last. It's no secret that the Australians are masters of the pull shot and no one did it better than the great Ricky Ponting. During a test match against Pakistan in 1999, Ponting was in the midst of one of his quickest spells he would ever face, against none other than Shoaib Akhtar. And while Akhtar was bowling absolute rockets, Ponting got the better of him with this handsome pull shot in front of square. The shot was just superb, but to play this against the fastest bowler in the world on a bouncing wicket? Simply outstanding. And there you have it, folks, our top 15 pull shots in recent times. Be sure to like and subscribe for more amazing compilations from the gentleman's game.